Okay, I want to start this video off by saying that I thought the Direct overall was really good. There was a lot shown off and I enjoyed a lot of it. Like, the amount of third-party games that we saw and a lot of the content that was in them was really, really nice. And it was awesome to see that, like, right out the gate that a Nintendo console is getting so much support from such a wide variety of developers. Like, we had From Software, we had like EA Sports, we had a lot going on, and that's really, really cool, and I'm really happy about it. The solid first-party games were also really cool. Like, Metroid Prime 4 looks awesome, and the fact that, like, it has like a performance mode versus a quality mode where it can be 4K 60 FPS or 1080p to 120 FPS, that's really cool. That's really awesome stuff. But through the entire Direct, there was notably one thing missing from it, and that was the price of the new system. Now, I'm sure that most people probably know the price of the new system. The new Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be $450. That was a little more than I think most people would have liked. I think most people would have been like, 400 is a solid price, and 400 is a solid price for what it is. 450 is a little bit much, but like, okay, sure. And it comes with a bundle with the new Mario Kart game for $500. It's like, okay, sure. Probably saving like 10 or 20 bucks on that. And the new Mario Kart game looks really, really awesome. It looks fantastic. It's open world, 24 players. It's got a whole bunch of new content in it. They're having a whole Direct on it on the 17th. It's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. That's cool stuff. I go on to Nintendo's website to check the price of the system because I thought it wasn't in the video. It wasn't in the live stream. Maybe it'll be on their site. And it is $450. And then I scroll down some more and I see that Mario Kart Tour is $80 fucking dollars. $80 for a Mario Kart game. $80 for any game is insane. It's an insane number. But $80 for a Mario Kart game? I don't care if it's like the biggest Mario Kart game ever. It's an insane number to throw around. And I understand that, like, this is the first new Mario Kart game since like 2014 or whatever. It's like been like 11 years. It's a big deal, right? I understand that. And I think when I saw it, because they didn't show the price in the trailer, of course, when I saw it, I was like, okay, it's probably like 70 bucks at most, maybe 60 if we're lucky, but probably 70. Let's be real. It's the launch title. It's probably going to be 70. So I thought, getting the $500 thing, you're saving like 10, 20 bucks at most. But no, if you get the bundle, you're saving $30 because Nintendo thinks that this game is worth $80. And I just, like, to put this into perspective for you, I know that, like, inflation has been nuts, right? I understand that. The games prices really haven't changed that much over the years. So technically they've been getting cheaper and cheaper and the games have been getting bigger and bigger. I understand that with inflation. I get that. But let me put this into perspective for you. In 2018, I bought a Nintendo 2DS that came bundled with Mario Kart 7. It was a nice blue color for $80. It came with the game. The Nintendo 2DS came with like other little games that were like pre-installed on it, and there were tons of like little free things you could download as well. So like, you got the game, you got the system, and it had a vast library of games. Granted, it's a handheld, but like $80 for the whole thing. That's pretty cool. It was a good value back then, and if you could find one today for that price, it would also be a good value because they're crazy expensive. But like, I know inflation exists. I get that. But just the fact that like the Mario Kart game alone is now worth $80 is nuts. It looks good. It uses HDR. It's gonna be like super smooth, probably 120 FPS at 1080p, and maybe, you know, 4K 60 FPS. It's gonna look really good. I'm sure it's gonna look great. I'm going to enjoy playing it probably if I get it. But to be honest with you, I don't think I will. I do not think I will get this game. I really don't. And there's really only one defense that you can give Nintendo on this. There's really only one line of defense that they can run with as to why they priced this game at $80. And that is because of the tariffs from our President Trump. It is probably why they didn't show the price in the actual Direct for anything. I have a feeling, and I'm not the only person to say this, plenty of people online have been saying this, that Nintendo genuinely did not know the price of this system until very recently. It is very possible that had Trump lost the election, we would have seen the Switch 2 for $400. I'm like, it's a non-zero possibility, and that's an insane thing that I've ever had to say it. It's crazy that I'm talking about this in a Nintendo video. But like, you have to admit it, even if you like Trump, even if you love Trump, you have to admit it, there is a non-zero chance because of his tariff policies that we are now receiving a more expensive system and possibly a more expensive game. The game, less likely. The system, more expensive because of like all the hardware things that had to be shipped around and the fact that they're probably being manufactured in China or in whatever country. That is insane to me. That we have a president that is actively fucking over consumers this much on this level. And it's just nuts. So I really think that Nintendo wasn't for sure what the price of this thing was going to be, and they knew it was going to be high, so they didn't put it on the Direct. They kind of knew it, and everyone is feeling it. I think everyone is walking away from this Direct, walking away from this presentation, and be like, wow, the Switch 2 is really cool. It like does a lot of cool stuff. Mouse mode is really cool. It looks cool. It's a fancy looking system. It just looks like a better Switch. But like, $80 for Mario Kart? Like, it's insane. Of course, the other possibility, the other reason that this is probably happening is that Nintendo is just greedy. They're a company, they're greedy, they want to see what they can get away with. It could very well be both. Let's not kid ourselves here. The political ramifications of what Trump is doing and the economic ramifications are blatant and obvious. The stock market is crashing every single time Trump fucking dribbles out shit about tariffs. It's happening over and over again. So I don't blame Nintendo fully for probably having to make this decision to raise the prices. But I do blame them because $80 is insane. Like 70, I thought 70 was like the bad timeline. Like all the games are now $70. Like I don't know about you guys, but like I don't make that much money from YouTube. And my day job is barely enough to survive on. Like $80 for a game? I'm telling you now, I'm not buying this Mario Kart game. I don't think I will. There's a very slim chance that I get this game. And I don't think you should either. I don't think you should buy the bundle. I know it like saves you $30, but I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should artificially inflate the fucking sales of this game because Nintendo wants to bundle it in for cheaper. Do not do that to yourself. Do not. Don't buy this game. I know that it's the new Mario Kart and you probably love Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart too. It's like one of my favorite fucking series from Nintendo. It's probably like one of everyone's favorite series. And I'm a huge Nintendo guy. I own every Nintendo console. I have every single one. Like, I'm a big Nintendo fan, right? This game is a fucking scam. And unless there is like some huge thing that they show off in the Direct in a couple weeks, it's not worth the money. It's just not. I will eat my words. If the game can like shine my shoes and lick my nutsack, I'll eat my words. I'll you know what? I'll say it. I was wrong about the price. But like in its current stage, do not buy this game. This is not worth your money. It's not worth your time. I think you can buy the system. Like, I'm going to buy the system eventually. I probably won't have enough money to get it at launch, but that's okay. And then I'll probably get, like, the Zelda upgrades because I love Breath of the Wild. I just made a huge video about that. You should totally watch it. Link in the description. Anyway, I'll probably buy that upgrade for Breath of the Wild because the Notes app thing looks really cool and it adds a lot to the game. But this is an insane price. And I cannot believe that Nintendo thinks they're going to get away with this. And I genuinely hope, I really hope that people boycott this. I would love to see like some kind of hashtag on Twitter or Blue Sky of people boycotting Nintendo and this game specifically because I love Nintendo games. I love Nintendo. I've always been a huge fan of them since I was a kid. So like to see this is insane. $80 for that's crazy. That's crazy. But like, hey, you know what? We can just, if you really want to, you don't have to blame Nintendo. We can blame the president. That's the funniest, like, can we just, let's take a step back for a moment. The fact that I can say in a video that we could maybe pass the blame onto the president of the United States for the fact that Nintendo was charging more for their game console is insane. We are living in the stupidest timeline, and I'm deeply upset about that. Anyway, see ya.